What's up, y'all? It's House Roast. I got another one in Alabama. So my last one in Alabama was really funny. The property was strange. They had like 10 pictures of deer. So I'm like, all right, let me look at some of the other more expensive houses in Alabama, and I can try to find out what's going on in Alabama. See, was it normal to have deer? Um, 5 pictures of people fishing for bass. Is that something that is normal in an Alabama millions of dollar listing? I don't know. So we're going to find out together. So this one is 12.5 million. You can have it for the small price of 69,000 a month. Beautiful, beautiful property. I don't know that you could swim in that lake, but if you're living in Alabama, you probably like to fish for bass. Let's just be honest. So it looks like a good fishing lake, that's for sure. Yeah, that light. Odd. Almost looks edited. I don't think it is. I think this is an authentic listing, not these immoral ones where they're faking pictures. So yeah, very nice spread. A lot of trees. You can sell trees. That might be part of the allure of an Alabama house. You can actually have somebody come out and pay you to harvest your trees. You don't even have to do anything. That's how logging companies work. I learned that a while back. Somebody asked me if he could buy my trees. Okay. And it's already funny to me. Like, I don't know why I didn't expect deer, but this literally looks like my cousin's trailer where, they hunt, they have their deer on the wall like that. I even think they have some deer antler like furniture like this. It's just, how much do we think that cost? I'm used to seeing like chandeliers, and the pricing of chandeliers makes absolutely no sense. So I don't know if the antler market is similar or a lot cheaper. Like, did they make this themselves? Um, I would hope that these deer are deer that the owner actually shot. I don't know if there's a market for deer that you didn't shoot or eat. I mean, they typically eat the deer. If you're not familiar with hunting, it's not a bad thing. Uh, it's more of a hobby most of the time, unless you live near deer, but people will spend more money than it's really worth going to get the deer. They kill the deer, they cut it up, put it in their deep freezer, and they eat off it for a while. So they get a lot of meat out of it, but by the time you spend the money traveling to get a deer, if they're not in your area, it, it doesn't make sense from what I've heard from people. Now, if you're hunting local hogs or something, you're going to get your money back. It's kind of a grand room. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I'm a little bit indifferent to it. I'll always have a problem with like many different types of wood. So you have like the wood on the roof, the wood over here on the doors is like a reddish wood. The table looks different. This table looks different from that table, but that they don't even look like they're built similarly. Things like that, I'm not as big a fan of. I'm indifferent to the deer. That's not. I don't hunt, so I guess I'm not that into it. Beautiful kitchen. I'll say I really like the theme in here. The copper tub sink. You can wash some dishes in that. Uh, yeah, that sounded so stupid. But the color scheme in the kitchen, yeah, I'm a fan of that. Oh wait, never mind, never mind. I thought this was a copper sink. I'm almost sure that that is wood, which I don't know how to feel about that. I don't think I like it. If it's wood, I don't know. They don't make it that clear. It does look like wood grain though. I don't know what's up with like people wanting real wood any all the time. Like, I'm cool with IKEA furniture. I don't really care. A little confused. Is this the same kitchen? Because this looks black right here. Let me go back. I don't know if this is the same door. Okay, in this picture I thought it was gray and I was really into that color scheme. Uh, but I think it might just be the lighting. I think it's like a black with gray granite top, which is still nice. I mean, I like the kitchen. What is this sink? Is this a wooden sink? I could not think of a worse material to make a sink out of than wood. Maybe asbestos. That just doesn't seem like it would do well with all the water. What is with these Alabama realtors? I mean, I guess they're just showing the local. Why do you have zebra fur on the ground? Do people hunt zebras? The bear's kind of cool, but okay. There's a zebra on a mount. I've never ever heard of somebody hunting a zebra. Now that's a nice buck on the wall right there. That thing's big. They got a buffalo. The zebras are really throwing me off. I don't know if this room is anything in this room real. Is it all real? Is none of it real? Do people hunt zebras? Somebody tell. Somebody, if you're from Alabama, have you ever hunted a wild zebra? Okay. Okay. I know you guys see this fish. Hold up. Is this a wooden fish? So is this a fake fish made out of wood? I was just telling y'all, I don't know why everything has to be made out of wood. And there's also a hippo, which is it a real hippo? Is it a fake hippo? Do people hunt hippos? I know hippos kill people a lot statistically. Like they're one of the most deadly animals, which just sounds funny because they don't look like it. I mean, they eat watermelons and stuff. Like they're like blobs. Yeah, the color schemes in this house, I'm not a huge fan of. Like the red is just so random. I don't really like that these are different colors, but I'd have to see the room in the context. So like maybe this other wall has more blue, so it's like two blues and then a white cabinetry in the middle, which that I don't think would look as bad. But if these are the only two cabinets in there, it's not my preference. This is just strange. Is that it? Was that the last picture? Oh, no, no, no. I got more. See, these look very, very dated. Like, these look like old rooms. Let's see what's going on here. I don't know, man. The wood just looks so cheap to me because it looks like maybe it's just because it looks like all my family's houses, and I know they're not rich. Not that they're poor or anything. Not trying to trash talk, but they didn't pay $17 million for their house. Is what I'm saying. Oh my gosh! I just realized this has 109 pictures. I gotta go a little quicker. So hey, at least they have a lot of pictures, so they're really giving you a full presentation of what you're getting when you pay $17 million, as you should. Given they would tour the place and stuff. I don't feel like a bathroom in a $17 million house should ever be this tiny looking. I mean, I've seen campers with bathrooms that large. I feel like I like the stone in a house. I have to say I do like that. I don't hate the bed frames. They're very, very country to me, but I think the problem I have with wood, partially, wooden furniture like this makes sense if you're building it. Like, if you lived in Alabama off the land and like you're making your own furniture. But the problem with the modern world wood furniture is that would maybe cost you like $10,000 or some ridiculous price. And it's like the real wood, like the charm of it to me would be if you built it yourself. Like, oh yeah, my grandpappy built this in his shop. Like that's sweet. But oh no, my mom paid $500 for this real wood chair. I'm just not into it. Yeah, they like did not spend money on the bathrooms. I mean, there's probably 20 of them, so maybe theater, beautiful, really ugly looking wood right there. This is a very, very ugly room. This looks like a cabin's quarters, like you go to Girl Scout camp and that's where they wash all the clothes, like I'm not into that at all. Okay, this bathroom's a little nicer. So we probably have seen like 5 different bathrooms so far. Kind of makes sense. Okay, this is beautiful. I like the back. I don't know how Alabama is, but I feel like I would need a screen for mosquitoes. In Florida, it's really bad. So, like, to me, spending so much on a house and not having a screened-in pool, it just tells me it's for show. I don't feel like you're swimming in it. I think you're a fraud and you're faking. The bass in these Alabama pictures are so funny to me. Clearly, that looks like a lake you get bass out of. I don't think you really need to put a picture of the bass you caught out of that lake. I mean, are people really spending this much money just to be near a good lake? Because you can just ask. If you're chill, you can, hey man, can I fish your lake? I'm not going to leave any fish in mine. I'm not going to leave any hooks. You don't need to pay $17 million to fish, dude. You can fish cheap. So I'm not that into the, okay, there it is, deer. Maybe all Alabama listings have a lot of deer and stuff. I don't mind this one as much because I just saw like 50. I just saw like 50. Hey, that's a big bass though. That is a big bass. I would guess that's at least 7 pounds. It doesn't sound like a lot, but in bass world, that's a pretty big fish. Um, maybe not 7 pounds. I don't think it's over 10. Those things look really fat. So 17 million. Would you pay for it? Okay. I'm a little confused. Are these reindeer or something? Are these not regular deer? Because why aren't their points sharp? Somebody let me know. Are they about to? They shed their antlers, I know. So maybe. All right. Okay. I know I've been joking on people from Alabama and realtors from Alabama because they keep posting pictures of their fish and their deer, but I really don't think you should have acorns. A close up of acorns. These are not acorns. These are pine cones. I don't think you should have a close up of pine cones in your listing. That's just weird. I don't think it makes sense. Beautiful entrance though. This is the funny thing about Alabama too, right? They might spend $17 million on a home and not have a paved driveway. Given their driveway might be miles long, but I don't know, man. I feel like I would like it. How many pictures? Okay, that's another thing. How many pictures do they tell you to put in these listings, Alabama realtors? Like, what's the deer to house picture ratio in the Alabama realtors? The guide. Okay, this is just like, this is ridiculous. Why would you need this artsy photo? Who doesn't know what trees look like? They're just trees in the sky. But yeah, I want to know the ratio of forest to deer to house pictures in Alabama realtors. What do you think of this one? Is it worth the? Did I say 17 million? It's only 12.5. I'm sorry. Everything I said was wrong. This is a total steal. You should buy it right now if you have the money.